So my sister and brother both got me this for Easter, and I built this one beforehand. I didn't really want to make a video on it because, I mean, camcorder I wasn't really super excited about, but at the same time it is pretty cool. I've never used an actual camcorder before, so I didn't really care as much. But it was super fun to build, and I'll do a little time lapse / like speed ramp on this, and then do a little review on it and get right into some product shots and see what we can make happen. This is possibly the worst part about building Legos, is not being able to find a piece and it drives you up a wall because there needs to be a certain color for it. So either I improvise or I find the right piece, but we'll see in time. Alright, I went through the entire catalog just to make sure I could use these two pieces, and technically I can't. So I have to use the gray pieces and then we'll get to the rest of it, but yeah, they should probably color grade their stuff a little bit better, but I'm excited to get this thing built. So also massive kudos to Lego, because they actually made this, if it can focus in, this little rewinder that is in film cameras, and this is usually like right here. Is that like shutter priority? Well, not shutter priority, they don't have that on film cameras, but what the shutter speed would be. And then in the back, if I can even get it open, is right there. All that film, technically speaking, is right back there where it would usually get loaded. And then if you can see through this, well, it doesn't show it really well, but I put it in that little B-roll. They do have an actual viewfinder on it, which is pretty sweet. So in total, I love this thing. It was a really quick build, and for $20 you can build this. You can build this bad boy or a television set, and I don't really watch TV, so I didn't care about that. But yeah, this is really cool. If you want to, if you're into film photography, definitely check it out. And if you know me, you know that I love film photography, so doing the product shots is about to be a breeze. With this bad boy, I have that little Kodak film drawer behind me that I picked up at the Koichi antique store, and a lot more, so we're gonna see what happens. So I feel like the products that I had wasn't really doing it justice for my product. So I decided to visit an antique store, and what I really want to do is bring out this super retro look to it. So let's see if we can find some stuff. So stopping at the antique store was a huge success. I picked up all these different sorts of postcards. There's a writing on some of them on the back, which is super cool and kind of eerie too to think about it. And then there is this Milky Way. It's where all the chocolate bars came in, this old box. Nothing else in it, but I really like the nostalgia on it. Got this Maxwell House coffee can. Got some more postcards here. Just kind of messing up my entire setup right now, but that's fine. Got this old Mountain Pony book from, like, I don't know, probably the 40s I would think, or a little bit earlier. It was like $4, so that was sweet. This little brochure for a railroad, and then it opens up. It gives you all these old retro kind of looking photos, and it has its own table for different times that you can take the train, which is sweet, just so I could bring in that more kind of travel aspect of this Lego camera. There's also this old Arizona map from the 1930s, I believe. And the last thing, which was a pretty big buy, was this old Crosley 1956 clock. And it just has that super retro look, and I just finished up watching the new Fallout series, so I was kind of going for anything that looked like that in a way. So that was a little bit of my inspiration, and now let's get right into the shots. So I am not sponsored or affiliated with any of the companies that were in this product shoot. I also would never use multiple brand names in an actual product shoot. This was just kind of for practice and showing people really my inspiration and thought process behind doing certain product shots. Now, usually I would go to an antique store and I would get something that's a little bit more worn out, or maybe a business that doesn't exist anymore, and you can kind of toss that in and really focus on the one product you're looking at. So this was really just experimental and showing people the inspiration and kind of thought process behind the way I do things. So that brings an end to the video, and if you like this video, obviously leave a like or give a comment if there's something else you might want to see, or an actual product shoot that I could do that's more realistic versus just this little practice one for fun. And lastly, if you really like this video or you want to see more on photography and my thought process, subscribe to the channel or just leave a comment on another video you'd like to see. Alright, see you in the next one. Peace.